Hey, good morning, guys. This is Greg with Ideal Trading Ideas. And as you can see, we have Microsoft up on the screen, or their investor relations website up on the screen. And we're going to be running through it really quick. We have investor relations, company information, earnings and financials, board and ESG, annual reports, and more, right? As we scroll down, we have news, customer spotlight, Nokia, this is all, as the Porte, it's all just a lot of extra stuff. NBA, NFL, so on and so forth. We have Microsoft Corp, or the ticker symbol MSFT for the stock. We have stock shares currently priced at $286.95. We have positive 51 cent after hours, or positive 0.18%, right? They show you the market cap, which is in the billions, actually in the trillions. And then we have 52-week high of 291.55, 52-week low of 196.25. So that would have been a great place for a person to get in at. They have their different announcements. So July 27th, showing different things that they put out on their blogs or whatever. We have upcoming events, more events coming soon, past events, and we have I want to, different stuff they have right here. Investor services. We have email alerts. I always tell you guys to take a look at the email alerts. If you want to know what's going on with Microsoft, go ahead and put your email in and start sending you alerts. Most of the time I get alerts for other companies on a weekly basis, or anytime they have some type of events coming on. So remember to always take a look at your earnings and financials. As you can see, they have earnings releases, press releases, financial statements, performance matrix segments, and so on and so forth. Quarterly information statements, so you can find out all the information. And somewhere in there, maybe in the annual report section, they may have even stuff about the SEC that you want to find out. So what we're going to do is kind of move forward into our E-Trade, and we're going to scroll up, and we have analyst research, right? So when we're taking a look at analyst research, we have analyst price targets. Right now they have an average price target of $322.75. As you can see, we're at 286 right now. The high is going to be $411, and the low is going to be $275. It says in the last 3 months, 25 ranked analysts set 12-month price targets for Microsoft. The average price target amongst the analysts is $322.75, which is right there. Analysts compare their price targets to the current market price of the stock to determine how much potential upside or downside movement that could be in the price or the stock price, right? So as we take a look real quick, we have this orange line right here, a gold line, that is the high of the 411. We have the blue line, this is going to be our average cost of, or average price target, $322.75, and the purple line, which is going to be the $275. As we scroll down, we have all the different stock analysts from the different firms that are telling you, hey, this is a buy, from July 30th down here to July 28th, and we have 6 different pages. We're not going to go through all of them, and they're giving you the different price targets, right? So everybody has a different price target: 349, 310, 320, 333, 340. So everybody believes it's going to be going up in value. And then we have analyst average return on Microsoft, and this is their different return rates when it comes to Microsoft, and then success rates, right, when it comes to them. You also have articles, so this is their different articles based off what they're saying and what they believe Microsoft is going to be going. You can always click on any one of these and find out more information. We're going to kind of push forward, take a look at their at TradingView's platform to take a look at what's going on with Microsoft, right? So what we have is the 286.95, where it closed at yesterday, up 51 cent after hours, or 0.18%. And then pre-market it's at 286.98 right now, up 3 cent, or positive 0.01%. They have upcoming earnings on October 28th. And then we have EPS of 8.12. We have a market cap of $2 trillion. We have a dividend yield of 0.78, and we have a PE ratio of 35.56. So trading at 35 times its actual price, right? So we have overview, timeline, ideas, technicals, financial, and index component. We're going to click on overview real quick so I can show you exactly what's going on in overview. We have the Microsoft charts right here. We have ideas, we have technicals, financials, price history, dividends, margins, balance sheets, income statement, operating matrix, top authors for any one of you guys who want to follow different ideas from different people. They have all the top authors that are talking about Microsoft, right? You have premium users, pro users, so on and so forth. We have a profile, we have a timeline, we have news, so on and so forth. That's the news right there. And what we're going to do is kind of scroll back up, and we're going to click on ideas to kind of show you real quick about the idea. So this person is long on Microsoft. It's a premium user, put out this idea on August 10th. We can kind of click on it just to show you exactly what's going on, what this person believes. So this person believes that it's going to go up. They feel like, hey, that's the support area right here. It's bounced off. It's starting to head up, and it's basically going to be in sync with what the analysts are saying, right? This is what this person believes, and they're showing you right here. When we look at these lines, this is going to be this person's resistance line. This is going to be the support line, right? So this person feels as though, hey, it did go up to this resistance, it bounced down, it hit support, and it started coming back up towards this resistance. It cut through, and it's starting its way up. It did scroll down and use the resistance as a support, and it's starting to go up, right? As we click the play sign, it kind of shows you how it's going to play out. And this has only been up for 2 days or so now, so it's not going to show you very much, right? So as we scroll down, it puts out all the information about Microsoft and what's going on. So you can take the time to actually read through if you want to find out why the price is the way it is and what this person is saying, if you want to follow them, so on and so forth. They have no comments at this particular time. And what we're going to do is go up, click the X, and get out of there. We're going to scroll up, and if you click on trade now, it's going to bring you to your charts, right? And take a look at my chart. Obviously, I'm on the weekly chart. You can click on that W if you're on a weekly chart and you want to change it to a different type of chart, the 1 hour chart, the 1 day chart, 1 week chart, so on and so forth, you can. But I like the weekly chart because I want to see exactly what was going on with Microsoft over time, right? So if you don't know, what we're going to do is take this down, because that is my MACD indicator, and we're going to shorten it up a bit so we can get a better view. And as you can see, my red lines are going to be my resistance lines. My blue lines are going to be our support lines. And then I like to mark it up for the 52-week high, right? So we're not going to be doing lines in between very much. We're just going to do it for the weekly, right? So 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, and 2015. So we went all the way back to 2015, and we're going to blow it up just a little bit so we can get a better view. Obviously, I need to tighten up my lines a little bit, but hey, 2015, we have it at about, let's say, 57.49 for the high. We'll go with that. And then the low, we have 39.48. So anybody that was getting into Microsoft back then was probably smiling, because it was pretty low back then. 2016, we have a high of 64.60 and a low of about 47.54. 2017, we have highs of about 87.83 and lows of about 61.76. 2018, we have highs of about 116. So that's when we start getting to the three digits. And then we have lows of about 84. We go over to 2019, we have highs of about 160 and we have lows of about 100. We go over here to 2020, right? When we had the pandemic, we had the fall down to the 132 range, and then we have highs of about 233. And then we're in 2021 right here. And as you can see, we have pre-market at 287, and the lows for 2021 is actually about 211, right? So anybody that got around this range right here at the beginning of 2021, it's smiling, obviously, because the price has did nothing but go up, right? But we have had some pullbacks, and that's what you need to kind of pay attention to. Anybody that's following your support and resistance lines, usually what you're gonna start taking a look at is, hey, has it did any pullbacks? And the answer to this question is yes. It had a pullback right here. It used this as a resistance area, and then it dropped back down to right around that range, right? So the 220. So it went up to about the 245 range, dropped down to the low 220s, which is about a $20 difference, maybe even a $30 difference. And then it finally made its way, broke through, and it came up here to this area of the 260 area, and then it drops down to the 230 area. So another $20-$30 drop before actually cutting through, going up, and it went up to this area. As you can see, kind of went sideways for a couple of days before actually breaking through and coming up even higher, right? So right now it's at, the high was like 290-ish, and I personally feel like, hey, we're gonna see a pullback, right? So I believe that pullback is gonna be in the 270s range, maybe down here, somewhere around this area, or it could go even further and drop us down into that 260-ish range. So I'm going to be eyeing it to the high 270s, possibly, for where it may pull back. But if you're following the MACD indicator, and we can pull it up real quick, we can see that, hey man, that blue line is up here, and it's starting to kind of like show a mountaintop in a sense, right? So usually when we see that gold line cross over, then we know that, hey, it's going down. But just looking at the histogram right here, also we can see that that volume is starting to tick down a bit, and as that volume ticks down, we go into those reds, and then that's when you really see that, hey, it's going down further than where it is, right? So it's kind of losing momentum, so on and so forth, and that, you know, the high point would have been buying at that 190-ish area, 191, wherever it had reached, would have been buying at the high point, or actually trying to sell at that point and then watch it drop down so you can make some money, right? So anybody that's looking at doing option trades, that's going to be the way to go. So remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I would do with my own money. But as I take a look, I would say that I personally believe that, hey, when we do see a pullback, we're going to see it possibly around that area, and that's just how I personally feel. And let's see, I think that it's a possibility we can see it drop around that area, or it may even drop lower. I would probably guess this area right here, again, for a possible pullback. And what we'll do is kind of show the arrows real quick. So it may drop down here, and then I would say from there we start seeing it head up, and we'll change that line to green a little bit. So small pullback to maybe that 270 area before we start seeing it go up, or it's a possibility that, hey, it goes down a little further, turn that to red, and we start seeing a reversal at that point of it going up. You know, so it's up to you to do what you want to do with your money, but I would tell you to kind of watch what's going on with Microsoft right now for those of you who are investing in Microsoft. And hey, remember, hey, hopefully I've shown you guys a little bit of what's going on, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go onto my Robinhood platform to kind of show you guys possibly how to make some money for those of you who already own 100 shares of Microsoft. So what you have in front of you right now is the option trade window, right? So what we're gonna have going on, we have buy, sell, call, puts, and then we have expiring, right? So what we're gonna do is go back to August 13th, which is expiring this Friday, right? Which is a day away. Right now, if you were thinking about buying shares of Microsoft, let's say 100 shares, right? That's $286.32, right? Which means it's gonna cost you $28,000 plus to purchase 100 shares. And to be more specific, we'll clear it out just to show you. 286.32 times 100 shares, it's going to cost you $28,632 to buy 100 shares of Microsoft. So those of you who want to possibly get off the shares within a month time frame, then you may possibly decide not to go with the August 13th. You may say, well, I'm willing to go to August 27th, right? But I still want to sell off for the max possible price that they would give me up front. So, because I want to make sure I get all my original money back. So then you may pick the $287.50 price target, which is not going to be very much money once it sells off, but you'll get your money back. But they're giving you $318 up front. But if you pick August 13th, $287.50, they'll give you $100 up front. So $1 times 100 shares, right? So it's showing you different ways, or I'm showing you different ways that you can actually pick up some money with the money that you have, right? On a routine basis. You can do this weekly, you can do it bi-weekly, tri-weekly, monthly, so on and so forth. Just take a look at the expiring dates, and these are all the time frames that you can do. If you go to September 3rd and wanted to do, as you can see, they're giving you $290, which is a $4 difference from the $286, right? And they're giving you $296 up front, right? So $296 times 100 is obviously $296, plus the difference between the 286 and the 290, which is going to be basically a $4 difference, which means that if you sell at 290, you're going to make $400 plus at 290 plus the 296 added, right? which is going to put you roughly at the $600+ range, almost $700. So it's up to you, figure out where you want to sell at or how far. But remember, analysts believe that it's going to go up to $300+. So as you go down in time, you can continue to pick up monies. But if you go over October, you can see that they're not even showing what's going on in October. September 24th at 290, they're offering 520. So that's a great deal of money. Think about it. $520 to say you'll sell at 290. That was still a $400 jump in between those two, right? A $400 jump in between those. So if I'm not mistaken, so that's $400 made, plus the 520 that they were giving you, which puts you at $900, almost $1,000 that you would make by selling at 290. But just looking at these prices, this shows you that they believe Microsoft is going to be going higher, because even at that price that they showed you, 322, which was going to be the average cost, if you went with 320, they're offering you $30 up front. That's off in September, so that's next month. So just showing you that money can be made on Microsoft, not just holding the shares, waiting to get your dividends on a quarterly basis. There's definitely money that can be made through option trade. So I encourage you guys to learn more about covered calls, cash secured puts, so on and so forth. I have videos on those as well. But I just want to kind of bring that to your attention really quick for those of you who don't know about option trades. Anyway, remember, you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hey, please drop me a comment in the box. I really do appreciate all the love and support. You guys helping me out with liking, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And I'm going to continue to drop content. If you want me to talk about something, hey, man, just drop me a comment and I will do. Remember, have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.